Boom.
All right. Welcome to the Set Breaker Podcast. And today we have a guest. His name is Jeff Turman.
That's me.
Hello, Jeff.
Hello, Mike.
Jeff, you are the only comedian friend I have that is local to me. I don't know anybody else.
I'm traditionally local. I'm no longer physically local.
Oh, shit, you moved, huh?
I did. Yeah.
Okay. Well, traditionally, that's all that matters. And we went to the same high school, too, which
sure
is really
did.
interesting.
Yeah, South High.
South High
Spartans,
represent,
baby.
dude. Spartans all day, man. You know what's funny? I kind of forgot about that until right now. Now I feel even more connected to you.
I feel like we should sing the alma mater now.
I don't know the alma mater. Do you know the alma mater?
I don't remember if I remember it, but I probably
wanna
might.
try?
We could try.
I can't try because I don't fucking know it.
From the blue Pacific Southlands, where the hills and oceans meet, lies our dear old alma mater, full of something and memories sweet. I don't remember anymore. Oh, wow,
Now you know I didn't know shit.
that was
right?
awesome. You're just watching me. Awesome. Good
Yeah,
for you.
that's from improv.
Oh,
That's from improv.
that other branch of
That
comedy.
other branch,
Yeah.
which I completely left behind, by the way, because the fucking we don't need to talk about it. But I still respect the art form. I just don't like a lot of the people.
Fuck those people.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Improv
Just kidding. I
friends.
still have a lot of friends in it. Anyway,
don't.
so
I don't, but fuck them anyway.
Yeah, no, fuck them.
Yeah.
So we so you were talking about how there's a park nearby that because I live by a park that I've never been to, which I thought it was just like a dump zone, but
Yeah.
it's a park.
It's a park. It's a park with a lake. When I was a kid, they had paddle boats. You could go in there, paddle around with your mom or your sister like I did, eat sandwiches. It was awesome. But the story I was telling you said, I don't know how long ago it was, maybe 10 years ago, maybe a little more. Somebody dumped an alligator in that lake. And the alligator's name was Reggie. Reggie was all over, Reggie was the star of the Daily Breeze for I don't know, a while, a couple months probably. And they couldn't find Reggie. Reggie was hiding. He was they thought he was in the sewer. They didn't know. They were looking everywhere. They drained the lake out. Couldn't find this guy. Anyway, long story short, Reggie now lives in the LA Zoo. So when you go in the zoo, it's right there. First thing, right-hand side, there's Reggie.
Still alive.
Oh, yeah. Just chilling. They lived for a long time.
So even though your family knew there was a goddamn alligator there, they were like, let me bring my little child who could get eaten and he'll do a death roll and rip off its limbs.
That would have been awesome. No. This was the Reggie thing happened when I was a grown-up.
Oh, okay.
The paddle boat thing happened when I was a kid.
God,
Yeah, I think all the paddle boats had probably been vandalized or something by then. I don't know.
Yeah, for sure. No, people are sitting in those paddle boats and shooting heroin and passing out.
Most likely.
Yeah, because there's a lot of activity going on, which makes me nervous to go there at nighttime.
Activity?
Yeah, activity.
Yeah. Are you talking about homelesses or gang members?
I'm talking about probably anything I don't want to be around at nighttime because, I don't have that ignorant bravery anymore like I did before. Like when I was 18 and did drugs and listened to a lot of gangster rap.
Yeah.
Because
you don't listen to gangster rap anymore?
Not really.
What
anymore.
did Ice Cube do to you, Mike? That's what I want to know.
Ice Cube, he had kids, and they said, "Are we there yet?" Yeah. No, it was like, yeah. So I just listen to like Lionel Richie or what's that fucking guy? The white dude that looks like Michael McDonald, but he's not Michael McDonald.
A white dude that looks like Michael McDonald? Michael McDonald's already a white dude.
I know, but he looks like him. Same beard, same everything. Country.
We're not in love anymore. Yeah, I love Michael McDonald.
Yeah.
Don't fuck with Michael McDonald. Anybody want to fuck with Michael McDonald, you got to fuck with me.
You got to fuck with the T-Man.
You hear me?
The JT.
Because I won't put up with that shit.
No, hell no.
Michael McDonald's a legend.
Dude, Michael McDonald's pretty fucking awesome.
Dude,
I like Michael McDonald.
I love Michael McDonald.
Kenny Rogers. That's what I was trying to say. Kenny Rogers.
The gambler.
Yeah. She believes in me. I'll never know how much she... I love that shit, man. Oh.
You got to know when to hold them. Know when to fold them.
Yeah. That shit, man. Yeah. My dad, he was straight from Korea, but like he'd always, sing those songs, like those, traditional like American songs, and I guess it kind of like got into my soul. I like that shit, man. Country road.
Oh, shit.
Take me home. Home to the place. Okay. Is that a karaoke session?
Get in John Denver.
John Denver.
We could do it, yeah. Oh, we could just break into song
Yeah, we could.
sporadically.
We could. Throughout the whole podcast?
Fuck it. I got nothing else to do.
Dude, fuck, dude. Can you shake my hand, dog? We've been trying to fucking meet up.
Fuck yeah.
For like months.
Yeah.
And like, hey, I'll hit you up for open mic next week, but like our schedules,
yeah.
it's been tough, man.
Someone's been on set a lot. I hear Mike's doing a lot of work.
A lot of minimum wage work. Yeah, baby. Living at home. 2020. Paul told me that Jimmy Shin does that at the end of every podcast. Like, ooh. So I stopped.
You don't want to be lumped into like the Asian group or what? The shindig, bro.
I don't know. I mean, like, I wanted it to be my thing, but I knew other people do that. But I was like, you know what?
Pretty sure Usher does it too.
Everybody
makes you feel better.
I know everybody does that shit, but at the end of the podcast, if another Asian dude's doing it, I'm not gonna fucking do it. Especially if he's doing it before me.
Well, it wasn't the end of the podcast that makes you feel any more comfortable about it. And I started it this time, so.
That's true. So there's a difference.
Yeah.
That's right. Jimmy, I never met you. I don't even know what you look like, but respect.
I was just doing what white people do best. Cultural appropriation. Yeah.
Stealing shit.
Mm-hmm.
Making it to their own and selling it.
It sounded like
like those white dudes that like write books on East Asian history and it sells more than the actual Asian guy who's like living it, you know? They're like, oh fuck, man. Ryan Holiday, you're the best.
But then that guy likes to he goes and lives in like Cambodia for a year or something like that, like for sure. He wants to be legit super hard.
Yeah. He does ayahuasca.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing's wrong with ayahuasca. Did you do ayahuasca?
I don't know. Maybe.
You look like you would want ayahuasca. I'm afraid of any like drug thing that'll change my mind or alter my mind because I don't think I'm strong enough mentally to handle. I think I'll like fucking snap.
Seriously?
Because I took a bad ecstasy pill like 9 years ago, and for about a year and a half, I thought I couldn't blink at the same time. I'm not even
for that long.
I swear to God, I thought I was like, I wanted to kill myself.
So wait, hold on. We gotta. I'm focused on a meaningless detail.
Okay. Yeah.
So you couldn't blink, like you thought that you were blinking left eye, right eye?
Yes.
For a year and a half.
Yes.
And I thought did this like drive you nuts every 30 seconds?
No, every half second. Because you have to realize, how often do we blink? You don't have to think about.
But like every time you would blink, you would thinking about this.
Every single time.
How long ago was this?
This was. How old am I? 30. Oh, over 10 years ago. 11. 10, 11 years ago. Yeah.
So your brain was just broken for like a year.
Essentially, because the pill I took, I thought it was ecstasy. I thought it was MDMA. But I Googled it later on this website called like pillvault.com. It's where they show you like legitimate. They'll tell you what's in
awesome
it, what it consists of, right?
Yeah.
So I took a gray DC and it ended up just being packed with a bunch of hallucinogens. It's essentially just straight poison that I took.
Dope.
There was nothing healthy about it. It was like a 0 out of 5 stars. They're like, don't take this shit.
And you took it.
And I took it and it fucked me up. And it was I'd have conversation with somebody and like I'm just thinking the whole time as I'm making eye contact, am I blinking at the same time? And I'm trying to blink at the same time. And I look in the mirror as I'm driving and I'm staring in the mirror, the rearview mirror, and just looking at my eyes and just blinking at every red light. And then somebody honks behind me because I'm not going. And I'm, oh fuck, I gotta go. So I had high levels of anxiety and I thought I was going crazy for over a year.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
Damn.
I had to rewire the brain.
Damn.
That's the good news. The brain is very malleable, so you can rewire it as long as you, do or don't do whatever the fuck it was.
Oh, fuck it. Welcome to Neuroscience Weekly with Mike Kim.
Thank you. Yeah. What were we talking about? I thought we were
drugs. We were talking about drugs. Wait. So, is that was the drug thing for a while there? You said you were doing drugs for pretty heavy for a little while. Was it pills?
Yeah, for like maybe. Like 2-3 years heavily.
Yeah.
Like I was never sober.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you were in your 20s or?
I was in my teens.
Oh,
teens. And then right when I hit like 20, I think that's when I stopped. Yeah. But I was still drinking a lot.
High school Mike was doing pills or what?
High school Mike did meth once. Just once. Fortunately.
Dude, you do not need uppers. For sure you don't.
Right? I'm taking like fucking ecstasy, like, and then my favorite was the ones that was cut with crystal meth because I like I like how it made me feel extra crazy.
Oh shit.
You know? So I didn't tap into this mic that you know now, this energy, because I was still young and shy, so I would use that to
sure.
You know, like when you drink to try to feel comfortable. It was kind of like that. And I'd get drunk all at the same time and just get fucking crazy. Yeah. So imagine me doing that shit now.
Yeah.
I think I would kill people.
I mean, it's probably best that you don't.
I know. Right? Because I go to parties and they think I'm drunk and I'm like, I'm fucking sober. And then they're like, well, now I want to see you drunk. I'm like, no, I don't want to do that.
So how long you been sober then?
A year and a half.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right now, Jeff's like, fuck you.
Just sizing you up, Mike.
That's why you don't want to go to the bar with me, you piece of shit. You know,
Just sizing you up.
I still go to bars to hang out. You know, I'll drink water or like or fun water, which is Perrier. Or like, you know, that fucking bubbly shit. Yeah, I call it fun water. You know, I had that last night. Went to the bar, just drank some water and stuff. So yeah. Anyways, like I feel like I'm talking too much about me. So
asking you questions.
So you are, dude. You're great at listening, man.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Does that come with age too? Because you're not that much older than me, but like you.
I'm 38, Mike. That's significant.
Okay, you're right. I feel like I insulted you, Mike. You don't know how to count, you dumb motherfucker. Yeah. No, 38. Yeah, dude. I really think that I don't remember if I brought this up to you, but I think we bumped into each other at a Starbucks when I was in my teens.
Yeah?
Yeah. When I was drunk. And he had the same facial hair as you, and he was a white guy too. And he was like really nice, like out of everybody, because I was like, have you been in that Starbucks? Which one? Like the one right next to South High where the fountain is? Yeah. Did you go to that Starbucks when you were 12 years ago?
Maybe.
Possibly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but there was a guy, and he had glasses like you too, and then he was just laughing at me, and like, not at me, but he was like playing along when everybody else was kind of like, what the fuck?
It's a possibility.
It might have been you, honestly.
I think I worked at Ralph's then. I don't think I was wearing glasses very often in those days.
Yeah. Well, I don't know glasses, but the beard part, and then it was like easy going.
Maybe. It's a possibility.
The Ralph's by South High?
Yeah. I used to work at that Ralph's.
Fuck, maybe it was you.
Could have been.
Like, honestly.
Could have been.
That's crazy shit, man.
Shouts out to Jack's Pizza.
Jack's Pizza. Are they still alive?
I hope so. Jack was the shit. He used to hook me up.
Yeah.
Because I'd go in there like 2 or 3 days a week.
Oh, you went there a lot.
Dude, I worked at that Ralph's and I just got tired of eating the food from that Ralph's. So I would go to Jack's.
Oh, you got sick of that rotisserie?
Hell yeah. Can't eat that chicken all the time. I know the people that work there.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Because you don't really want to be around them. Right?
No, exactly. You got to dip out.
Yeah. I was about to ask a question about your job. No.
Oh, fire. Oh, yeah. We can't talk too much about
Sorry, guys. We can't really talk about it.
Billionaire. I work for a billionaire.
A billionaire.
Yeah. We can just leave it at that.
Who does whatever he wants. That's all we'll say. So dude, you were telling me you've been kind of out of stand up for a bit, right? Like not as much as you wanted to.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's been a little bit of a struggle, and I started to realize that I was starting to treat my stand up like doing the chores. And I was like forcing myself to go to these mics like 3 nights a week or whatever. Like that's been kind of the magic number for me since I started, was like 3 nights a week, either shows or mics. And that was like enough for a long time for me to feel like I was doing it, you know? But it started to feel a little bit like, you know, doing the dishes. So kind of took a little break, took a step back. My work's been super demanding. Like living that commuter life now, and that's been like takes a toll. So it's been you know, just trying to adjust and find the balance in all of it, you know, not just like one or the other. Cause I think for a long time I got focused on like trying to do everything I could to be really good at my comedy, like trying to find what I wanted to say, how to say it, you know, like where's the, like, you know, you just start to dissect a joke in your head and you find out, like, you put it on stage, you put it on a mic, you kind of find the beats. But then when you get up in front of an audience, then you see that, oh, okay, like this is where it's actually funny. This is where I need to pause. This is where I need to add more detail. And I would like pour over that. I'd be at work thinking about this joke or that joke, or, you know, trying to write something new and not really like committing to the rest of my life, you know? And so I was kind of like when you're in a new relationship kind of a thing, like you get super wrapped up in your head with like that relationship, and that's all you want to do. That's all you think about, like all day. You're talking to her on the phone, or you're texting her or whatever. And then like you have a hard time focusing. And that's kind of how I was with comedy for a long time. I was just like super infatuated, I guess. And, just like it distracted from the rest of my life in a lot of ways. And so I'm just trying to find the balance where like I can do the rest of my life with as much focus as I try to do comedy.
And I think that's good that you're doing that, because I think a lot of us actually, we can get, because that happened to me.
Yeah.
Actually multiple times, and I had to take a step back and not put my happiness based off of how many open mics I did in the week.
Exactly.
Because if I'm like, I didn't do 7. Well, if I didn't do 7, then I'm a piece of shit. That means I'm not allowed to be happy and enjoy my 30 minutes to an hour of like Netflix time or something, right? And it just fucks you up. It's a lot of mental beatdown.
Oh yeah.
And I think when we don't live our life and we're not present in the other areas and growing in those other areas and actually enjoying it, it has a massive negative impact on our stand-up.
That's the thing I started finding too, was that like the more that I did that, like the jokes I was telling, I knew them frontwards and backwards, and I could go to them, and you get good at what you do.
Yes.
But it gets harder and harder to bring in anything new, because they're not having like any real, like you're not having those new experiences. You're just relating the old ones, and that's monopolizing so much of your time and your mental energy that you're not focused on the rest of life. So I was just kind of trying to take that little step back, kind of, reinvigorate the rest of the things in my life, because those things are important too.
So what kind of things are you talking about now? Like,
I mean, on stage or just what?
Like outside of stuff.
I mean, like work. Work's been super busy. I got a promotion not so long ago, and I'm trying to thank you. They pay me to be there and do a good job, so I'm trying to do a good job. Relationship, my family. I've got a couple little nieces, so I like to see them and try to be around them when I can, and just friendships, everything else. If you allow yourself, stand up can swallow your whole life, and like there's good to that for sure, and that works for some people. And it worked for me for a little while, and it just kind of stopped working.
Yeah, because after a certain point, because when you're not having those, it's like the more positive, great, fulfilling moments you have outside of stand-up with, your family or your friendships, girlfriend, whatever. Every moment is like you're gathering more wood for the flame, right?
Yeah.
But when you don't do that, you're literally grabbing from the reserves.
Yeah.
And eventually, with any reserve, you run out.
Yeah, you're like blowing on the fire, like
yeah. Now you're sticking in like pieces of skin and your foot, and you're just
plucking hair.
Yeah, you're plucking hair, or it gets really painful. And that's part of the reason why. Also like my last relationship, it wasn't really like a meant to be relationship, and I kind of knew that, but I also took it further by, just constantly telling her like, I'm willing to lose everything. And I just always, I'm willing to lose everything, including you. And I do that all the time. And I thought that's what I had to do. And, I'm thankful for the relationship, because now for the next one, I know that, dude, you gotta be present. Cause I was a shitty boyfriend. I'm going to admit it. I was a shitty fucking boyfriend. I was like, if I was agitated and irritated towards her, my excuse was I didn't do an open mic, which granted is true. If I don't do the mic and I'm not doing what I need to do, I get antsy. But because I was, the other side of that was I put everything on that fact. Yeah. If I don't do this, I'll feel this, which is not healthy.
Not at all, dude.
It's fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I've been trying to fill that with doing like other things, like new things. I started playing hockey not that long ago.
You look like you play hockey though.
Yeah,
you got a hockey beard. You got
I'm white.
yeah, white, and you got the beard. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, like I'm trying to like fill some of that with like other ways to have new experiences, and it's been fun, like if I'm not gonna go do that mic, like all right, I'll go skate. Like let me do something where I'm like making myself better in some way. You know what I mean?
Self-love.
Yeah, dude, for sure. Cause it is, it's like you're saying, like you can get super wrapped up. And I did that for a long time too. But then it's a weird balance, right? Cause lately I've been feeling a little depressed. And I think some of that is just like, I haven't had as much comedy in my life as I've been used to over the last couple of years. So I'm like, I've got to find that balance. And that's like the thing that I don't want to say struggling with, but just like that's the part I'm trying to figure out right now is like, where does that fit? Like, how do I fit work, comedy, stand up, and then whatever else I want to do with my life? Like, how do those things all work together to make me the happiest I can be with my life?
Dude, that is what I've recently, being out of the relationship, because it was quite toxic, and it wasn't just her. It was a lot me. It was both of us. And getting out of it, I reconnected with myself. I realized I had no self-love, which is why I threw myself into the relationship to feel like I could love myself if somebody else loves me. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't necessarily the healthiest way to get into a relationship. But I've been, like, yesterday there was a birthday, right? I got antsy and I was like, I gotta hit the mic. I'm around Berts. I should fucking go. But if I did that take an hour away from the hangout, and I don't know how much longer he was gonna be there because I it was already kind of late. But I was like, you know what? You need to foster the friendships, because it's hard to find like friends. Fuck yeah. And he's a friend that I met, and I trust him, and he's a really good, like, solid fucking person. So I was like, go there. And I don't regret it at all. And if anything, it made me more excited for the rest of the week and like things I need to do, like, with the stand-up and stuff, right?
Well, and that's the thing right now is like, there's so, like, in LA, there's just so much. Like, you can go any night of the week you want. And Mike, like anytime that I'm feeling like I got to go tonight, no, I fucking don't. I can go tomorrow. Like it's not a thing. Like if it starts to feel like, oh, this is the box I have to check, and fuck it, I'm not doing it. Cause it's supposed to be fun. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I think like that's like the other side of that coin that we're all on, right? Like, that's also one of the cool things about right now is there's so many comedians and there's so many podcasts, and you get so like pumped full of like, there's like a lot of like I don't know, like that Joe Rogan circle, like bro comedy of like doing it like a workout, which fucking has its place, but sometimes that's going to sap the joy out of it. And sometimes, like that doesn't work for everybody. So like, why should I try to force somebody else's mentality and somebody else's philosophy into my comedy? And so I realized like, I don't have to do that. Like that might not be my path. You know what I mean? Like I can take it my own way. And part of that for me is just like, if I feel like getting up every night this week, I fucking will. Mm-hmm. And if I feel like getting up one night this week, I fucking will. Yeah. You know what I mean? But like, if it comes time, like if I need to take a step like I did, then that's what I need to do, because I'm a person who exists off stage too. And that's important,
Yeah. That's if we do too much comedy and only think about that, we're not taking care of ourselves. So we allow this false self to start to override the true self. Because the true self is like, hey, I feel fucking lonely. I miss my friends. Yeah. I miss a fucking good conversation outside of just comedy. Like, I want to talk about that I feel like shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which will eventually lead to like a laugh. Yeah. Not just up on stage.
Hell yeah.
And that's what I've been doing. And I'm actually like, I'm really loving comedy, and I have like started to find my little pocket for myself now. And I'm still learning. But what I found for me is I really, the self-love thing, it goes back to me taking care of my mental health first. So I'll journal a lot. Like before you got here, I did like 3 pages just typing, like I just type, whatever I feel. Because every morning I wake up with anxiety, every morning. So then I know I have to drink water to stay hydrated, because when you don't drink water, you get fucking anxiety. It affects your emotions. And then I know after the water, I got to get out of bed, because if I just lay in bed, even though I tell myself I need more rest, I get more anxiety because I know I need to move. Yeah. So then I make my bed, I get out of bed. And then I'm like, you know what? You know, I'm a psychopath, like you said. So then I'm like, take a cold shower. It'll help me get out of my fucking, like, get present with my body and then I start laughing and hooting and hollering like a crazy maniac because it's so cold, right? And then I journal, and then I'm okay for the rest of the day that I need, and I can do other things. Because if I don't take care of that at that very moment, I carry that weight of that anxiety and that whatever that I may perceive to be sadness. It's on my shoulders if I don't address it right away. Just like in comedy, right? What do they say? What's the number one rule? Address what's going on.
Yeah. But you're like a structure guy then, huh? Like, is that every morning for you? You do the same thing?
Every fucking morning I do that. But outside of that, the rest of the day is fucking, because I like structure just to get me primed for the rest of the day. Yeah. Then the rest of the day is pretty free flow. But I do have like certain things I want to do, but too much structure, I don't do well with that. Yeah, I don't like that shit. I don't like it. I feel like I'm like, shut up, Dad. And he's dead, so I'm like, shut up.
You're talking to ghosts.
I know. I'm talking to ghosts. Yeah, exactly. Oh my Lord. That'd be kind of creepy if my dad was behind me as ghost and we're doing
some pottery.
Ceramics.
Fuck yeah.
This is it. But Dad is kind of gay. I don't know about this one, Dad.
Like, but I'm here for it. Let me take my shirt off.
Yeah. It's okay. Just stay in the grave. Stay in the grave. I don't want that shit. Yeah.
Rest in peace, Mr. Kim.
Yeah, I know. Rest in peace, Mr. Kim. It's funny because like everybody else who I'd bring up, like, I'm like, he's just dead. They're like, wow, you just say it like that. But you're like, cool, because I'm fucking around. It doesn't fucking matter, And it's been 9 years. It's like,
I mean, if you were hurting over it, it'd be a different story.
Yeah, if I was hurting, you'd be able to see it in my eyes. It's like, that's not a real laugh.
Well, I mean, or I wouldn't be able to,
Yeah.
Asian eyes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's like, hey, you squinting. It's like, dude, the barista is squinting a little too hard at me, man. I think he's like low key making fun of me. He's like, no, he's not. He's just Latino, man. I'm like, oh, you don't understand. You don't understand. It's like, well, no. Well, they got that Mongolian blood in them. I'm like, no. You don't fucking understand. You don't know, man. That's like the low key way to make fun of Asians, right? Just be like, I don't like this fucking guy. This guy who's treating me like shit. This fucking Asian guy. I'm gonna give him the McDonald's and just be like, just squint. Just squint.
I can't even tell if you're fucking around or if that's actually happened to you, and this is like pain in your voice right now.
No, I'm fucking around. No, because I forgot who I was talking to, but I was on set for work, and then we were talking about this type of stuff. And then I was like, hey man, you're squinting a little too much. You making fun of me? And then they started laughing. So I was like, okay. It'd be funny if it became a thing.
That was a real thing.
Because like I'm talking about it.
Oh yeah.
But
just breathe it into the world.
But it's like that's one of the things where it just looks funny when the other person does it.
Yeah.
So I'll just be like, yeah. So it wouldn't insult me. It wouldn't insult me. No. It did this. Like that's different. Because if you're doing this, it's still going with the natural curvature of your face, the naturalness. But if you fucking put your fingers on the sides of your eyes and you go like this, now you are trying to hurt me, sir. You can't even do that to white people. Like, what can you do with your face or like your body because like a black person, you can do like a monkey face, right?
Dude, what?
No, I'm not saying you're allowed to, but people do that.
Do they?
I've never seen it, but I'm sure they do.
This might be white privilege. I'm not sure.
See, that is a white guy that you can trust because he knows. He knows about things he may not know. But you can't do that to white people. You can't. There's nothing you can do.
I don't know. I guess.
Right?
I mean, you could do Dave Chappelle white guy voice.
Yeah, but who was that going to hurt? Nobody.
That's true.
Nobody.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, my family's Irish, if that makes it better.
Yeah, I mean, the worst I could do is
we used to be oppressed like 100 years ago.
You want more potatoes? Did you watch the Conor McGregor fight?
Nah, I'm not paying $65 for some fight, especially when it lasted like 40 seconds or whatever.
It was short, but he fucked his ass up.
I saw the shoulder thingy. Yeah,
dude, that was crazy.
Yeah,
I've never seen that.
He's crazy.
Yeah, now I'm really afraid of short people. Right? You just go,
he's gonna break your face with his shoulder.
Yeah, shrugs. He's just shrugging.
No, bam. That's awesome. Imagine he's in the gym just practicing for that, just doing shoulder shrugs the whole time.
Dude, I was trying to figure out what did he do to prepare like that. Like, what made him think like I could just bam, 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 like use this?
I think he's just a fucking animal.
Dude, he's a goddamn gorilla. Yeah. He looks like a chimpanzee. He's got like a chimpanzee body, like long arms,
and he does that little walk.
He does. It's a chimpanzee fucking
for sure.
What is it? goat gate or
Gate. Yeah. Gate.
Yeah, I've been gaining back my intelligence because I feel a little bad, talking about the ex like this, but like she had very limited vocabulary, like very, very limited. Like here's an example. And this isn't the vocabulary part, but I'll give you an example.
I feel like I'm on Wendy Williams now. Let's go.
Yeah, Wendy Williams. So hey, she fuck, is this the second time I bring it up on the podcast? Fuck, I'll do it. Whatever. So she came up to me and she was like, "Hey babe, look, did you know that straws are made out of turtle shells?" And she was dead serious.
What the fuck?
And then I looked at it and I was like, and I laughed. I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And I was laughing. She's like, "What? What?" I was like, "I think you're mixing up the video where the sea turtle had a straw in his nose and they pulled it out." Because I Googled it on my cell phone. I was like, does anybody do that? Do the rich, super rich do that? And then there's nothing. And then she got mad at me. And that's an example of the whole relationship.
Oh, so that's why it didn't work out. Two psychos shouldn't.
Two psychos can't work together.
No, I don't think so.
One psycho and one fucking good Samaritan.
All right. You hear that, ladies? If you want your next relationship to be with a psycho, don't be one yourself. And you can have maybe a Mike Kim.
I make things more fun. Drama and bits and pieces is exciting.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. So it was, I don't know, man. How long have you been in a relationship?
About 2 years.
2 years?
Yeah. It's been a little while.
The enthusiasm is just like
no. It's sometimes a little. It was a little foggy because it started out super casually, but yeah, it's been a little over 2 years.
Oh, foggy because you guys weren't sure exactly where you stood.
Well, yeah, it was just like really casual to start with.
Got it.
Yeah,
but I think that's good because mine got rushed into because she felt like she had to lock me down. Otherwise, like, what are we doing here? But it was like
can't let that sweet Mike Kim dick get out,
dude. Yeah, when I let this little shit just flop out, just like a sock with beans in it.
Just bouncing around.
I was bouncing around, fucking 3 inches of glory. Yeah, maybe it's 3. I think it's like 3.5 flaccid. It's fucking small as shit flaccid.
Yeah.
It grows a lot though.
That's what happens.
It grows way more.
Yeah.
Wait, are you a grower like that too?
Yeah.
Why does everybody make it seem like that Asians are the smallest growers in the world? But like, I think most guys are like that too, right?
I think so.
They just put it on us.
I don't really know.
We just get the short end of the stick, literally.
It's like, how do you actually judge this as a guy? You know what I mean? Like as a dude, it's not like you're actually interacting with that many cocks if you're straight, right? Like I see mine and I see whatever I see on like porn or whatever. Yeah. And I mean, like, other than that, I've maybe seen like 3 cocks in my life. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like you're out there going to see a whole bunch of them. Like maybe you're in a locker room and guys are changing or something, and you happen to
look down because sometimes the eyes go down.
Yeah,
and I look at it for like a split second, and I'm like, "Oh, that looks kind of nice." And look up, right? I'm like, it's like aesthetic.
There's a dick.
Yeah, there's a dick. But some dudes like I'll walk in the thing, and then like sometimes like my eyes will drop, and I'm like, "Oh, that looks pretty fucking huge." Like just flaccid, right? And then I start thinking like, does that get in the way of like sports? You gotta like, because I like how small my shit is when it's flaccid, because it doesn't get in the way. Because sometimes it gets a little bit in the way, and it's like it's fucking small flaccid. So then I think those dudes that are just hanging low.
Dude, I hadn't thought about that, but like, yeah, dude, I play hockey. I gotta wear a cup. Like if my shit was just like mashed up in there, I think it would hurt just to wear it.
Like soft serve ice cream in a bowl, just curled up and shit. That'd be fucked up, man.
Gotta stir it up like spaghetti on a fork.
Oh fuck, yeah. No, but you bring up a very valid point, because these guys, there was this one guy who would always talk about how had a small dick all the time. He's like, I travel around the world and I fuck bitches, man. I fuck Thai girls. I don't care. And I'd be like, oh, okay. And then one day I just kind of looked at him and I was like, dude, you talk about my dick like every time I see you. And then I said, do you watch a lot of Asian porn? Do you want to see my dick, man? I was like, do you want to see my dick? Because I think you're really curious about my dick. Like, we could go to the back. I'll show you my dick. I don't give a fuck. You're straight. I'm straight. I'll just whip it out. You could look at it. because you want to see it.
Yeah.
You always talk about it. And he's like, what? No, man. I'm like, dog. I put my hand on his shoulder. I'm like, don't worry. You're not gay. And he said, no, man, that's gay. No. And from that day on, he never talked about it.
What a dickhead.
Yeah. It's like some weird ego shit. It's like, whatever, dude. And if you have to, if your manhood and your sense of identity is based upon how big you think your dick is, you are lost.
But also, like, not to make like everything in life stand up, but like, it's such a fucking hacky joke too. Like, oh, Asian guy's got a small dick. Who hasn't? Like, you're not saying anything new. There's nothing new that you're saying there. Like, hey, Mike, you're Korean. I bet you got a small cock. Like, all right.
Cool. Or you eat dogs, right?
Fuck. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
I bet you're related to Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Dude, that's like so like 80s. maybe 90. But after the 90s, it's like, dog, come up with something new.
I feel like it was hack then too.
It was, but I'm being nice here. You know? Right? I would try eating a dog though. I'm not gonna lie. Like if somebody barbecued like pieces of it and it didn't look like it, because I love dogs in terms of pets wise, but like if there was like slices of it like salami style, I'd try it. Why not?
If there's a little sign that says like sliced dog, would you still eat it?
If it was cooked and it was heated,
yeah,
right? Like, or a horse, I'd eat a fucking horse. I don't give a fuck.
What are
Pig, cow, we eat that shit.
You fucking Mongol?
Yeah,
those guys ate horses,
dude. They fuck shit up, man.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. So
hardcore history.
Hardcore history. That's the extent. That's the extent of my historical knowledge. I do want to get back to. Are you like a history buff?
Yeah. Well, I was a history major in college.
Oh fuck, that's right.
Got me a degree in history.
God damn.
Oh man, it's so useful in life, that degree in history.
Millionaire.
I know.
History.
My history degree is super appropriate in aerospace.
Yeah. What kind of history are you the most fascinated with?
I think my favorite history is like the American Revolutionary era. Now this is a comedy podcast.
Oh yeah. Talk about everything here.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Yeah, I love the American Revolution, like the colonial era leading into the revolution. That's my favorite shit.
What do you like about it?
Well, first of all, I love Thomas Jefferson. That's my man. That's my goddamn. Oh yeah, that's my fucking hero. That guy's the shit.
That's pops.
If you're not reading Thomas Jefferson stuff, you fucking should, because he's amazing. Nice.
Thank you.
Before anybody starts to think like the Jeff's a piece of shit, yes, I'm aware he's a slave owner and all that stuff, but like he was a pretty amazing guy. He was real good at a lot of shit.
No, fuck the fact that he like had slaves, but he's a great guy. No, I know what you mean though, because you're separating that. You're thinking about the other aspect.
Yeah.
Like R. Kelly, like I love R. Kelly's music,
but I don't endorse pissing on little girls. Yeah.
Yeah. Do not.
You shouldn't lock people in your house and make them call you daddy. That's weird. Yeah.
Never do that shit. Yeah. So what is it about him that you?
Oh, dude, I really respect somebody like there was a lot of them in that era too. Like they were like Renaissance men, like legitimately, you know, like in that era there was like if you just look at like the guys who were involved in the founding generation, like there you had Jefferson, you had Franklin, you had like guys like John Adams. Like these guys did, like John Adams was an attorney, a politician, a farmer. Like where the fuck does farmer come in? You know what I mean? Like, but he actually like legitimately farmed his own fields. Like Jefferson and Franklin, they like invented everything, dude. Like these guys were fucking geniuses, you know, like, and then like found time to travel back and forth and be like, Jefferson was the president. Adams was the president. Like they both traveled to Europe on fucking boats. Like it took like 3 months. It took like 3 months to get to France in those days, you know?
It's not like a 10-hour, 12-hour
months. Yeah. But just like fascinating people. Super well read. Like, I don't know, man. I respect somebody who has like, I respect people with like well-rounded lives.
Which ties into the whole, balance that we try to create within our lives with stand-up.
I never thought about that until right this second. But yeah,
and you know what? I think at this moment, because of that, because you look up to him and his life resonates deeply with you. I think now that there's that association, I think this is a great thing. I think this could help in a way. I think.
So you're saying I'll be the president?
You'll be the president of your own boys club.
You want to join? That
Yeah.
sounds weird. Boys club.
It's just me and my girlfriend. It's like, a boys club. It's like we don't have any boys yet, so we got to When I watched the movie Little Rascals, like I think 40 times, because they only had my summer school. When I was a kid, I went there every year for elementary to middle school, and they only had like 3 VHS videos. It was The Matrix, Little Rascals, and I think Aladdin. So I watched The Matrix and Little Rascals over and over and over and over. Specifically Little Rascals, though.
But the real question, you don't fucks with Aladdin or what?
I do, but I'm not trying to watch that shit all day. You know, like Little Rascals was more interesting because it was like, I think it's because I didn't have many friends growing up. Yeah. So when I'd watch that, I liked the idea of like the boys club. And you got the secret knocks or whatever, stuff like that.
Aladdin was a little too close to home.
Yeah, Aladdin was like, I mean, and I was into like really into girls. I was always into girls since like preschool. I was like really into girls.
All right, we get it. You're straight, Mike.
Yeah. No, I mean like I would like hump like animals, like stuffed animals.
For real?
Not real animals. Yeah, like I had this like I remember in preschool I had this it was like the size of me when I no, not me right now, but as a kid, and it had like red lips, like lipstick and a bow, and it was like a female cow, and I just like hump it. I just like make out with it and roll around in my grandma's house and like just hump it and kiss it.
Nice.
And I don't know where I learned that from.
Nice.
Maybe I should go to therapy for that. I don't know where that came from, but I would do that. I don't fucking know why.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
So fucking weird. I like don't even know what to say.
I know. I think you're the first person I told that to in this podcast.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. You might be the second person I told that to in life.
Nice.
And whoever listens to this now knows I would hump female cow stuffed animals.
Yes. Now you told like what? 20 more people? I'm just guessing.
I don't know, man. Surprisingly, there's like a decent amount of people that listen to this. And I don't know who does.
Well, hi.
Because I check out the downloads and yeah, it's something like that.
Nice.
Per episode almost. Some of them have more. It's weird. Some of them have less. But thank you to whoever listens to this.
Yeah, word up. Thanks, everybody.
My ex probably listens to this.
Hey, what's up?
She's probably just trying to collect data on how much shit I'm talking about her.
Yeah.
Like say, he's not over me.
It's all right, Maria. We're moving on.
That's so funny because that was the name of the last ex before her.
Oh, shit. I was just being an asshole.
No, yeah.
That's awesome.
But she was Vietnamese, though. Interesting, right? A Vietnamese girl with the name Maria.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. By the way, if the ex is listening to this, I do not have any personal issue with you, like at all. Moving on. I don't. I'm thankful for the relationship. I learned a fucking lot. Like I'm never like. This was dating 2 people in a row that are very insecure. Yeah. And I'm a codependent type of person. Like I'm a savior ass motherfucker.
Oh, okay.
So I seek
Captain Save-a-hoe?
Dude, I would make fun of other dudes that are Captain Save-a-hoes, and I realized, fuck, I am a Captain Save-a-hoe.
Yeah.
Every relationship I've been in.
I'm trying to fix them and shit.
Yeah.
You gotta knock that shit off, bro.
I know, and now I'm at the place where I don't do that anymore. Like, yeah. I'm training myself because as soon as I hear like, it's fucked up. This is when I really realized I'm fucked up because I bumped into this girl who's super hot at the gym, and then she was like, "We haven't seen each other in 8 years," and there was like high levels of like sexual like what's going on, and I almost got a boner in the fucking gym.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Just like,
why'd you say that? Right? And then she's like, "What do you do?"
Because I could just imagine.
I know.
I could just imagine like a scene in a bad romantic comedy or something. You're just like, because you're probably wearing like gym shorts, right?
For sure.
So if you do pop a chub at the gym, everybody, especially if you're standing there trying to do like arm curls or something, and it's just like on full fucking display.
Yeah, and I think it was a weekend too, where like the kids have classes, so there's kids running around.
See,
you know how fucked up it would look. if I'm standing around and there's like 6-year-olds running around and I have an erection. I'm like, no, it's not for you. It's for her. It's for her. She's 28. But she was like, I asked her like what she's been up to, and she's like, I'm boring. I don't do anything. Blah 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 blah. And that got me kind of hard, like because I could fix that.
Oh, you want to like, I could give you some excitement in your life, baby.
Exactly, right? Like that. And then like, I could teach you things. I can help you find your thing. That's what I would do with the past exes. And I was like, nope. Well, I got a number, but I did not talk to her. Oh no, she asked for my number. She hit me up, but I didn't like because I have to retrain my brain. I have to retrain my brain because that's not it. I can't do that because it was fucking up my everything, stand up my life, and like now I'm glad to show you like my truths because I lost my empathy.
Yeah.
When you're sucked into that with like you're both emotional vampires essentially in the relationship. You don't have any more energy to be there 100% with your friends. Like right now, you're seeing me at 100%. Like I'm glad that you get to see this side versus before when I was like kind of dying on the inside. I was like fuck everything else, you know?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
no, I mean, I don't know though. You got to watch out for that shit though. You can't like get too in your head about it. And a lot of times I feel like if somebody asks me like how things are going or whatever, like I feel like that's like the default I'm being shy answer is like, I just don't want to talk about my life. Yeah. So I'm going to tell you that nothing's going on. It's just, normal. I don't do that much. Like if I don't want to talk about it, that's what I say. Yeah. So maybe that's what that chick is doing too. So if she's hot enough, Mikey, you go get her. No.
She'd say, no, I'm just boring. I don't do anything. Like she was being serious.
But she's at the gym doing, like it's not like she's doing nothing. She's not sitting around the house doing
no, but the gym, I don't really, you could do the
that's
gym.
Because you're a fucking psycho. Like I don't go to the gym. I do not.
Fuck cold. You go to the gym and you take cold showers, you freaking nature. Yeah. No, but you bring up a good point. There is a certain level that I run at like that. The chick has to be able to handle this because I'm pretty fucking neurotic, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True story.
Yeah, true story. No, I am. Like I have to do that to keep me sane. Otherwise, I have to keep moving and moving and moving. Otherwise, I'm like, fuck, dude, So you're a calm guy.
Yeah, most of the time.
Yeah.
Most of the time, yeah, I am. But there's like a bubbling rage underneath all the time. Like all the time. Like I'm fucking road rage psycho. Like
really?
Oh yeah, dude. There's a ton of like buried aggression in this like calm exterior.
In that dad bod?
Oh, hey, fuck you.
And that nice.
No, there is a little bit of dad bod going on too, though.
Yeah. No, but you're like fit dad bod.
Ish, yeah.
Yeah. Because you don't look out of shape at all. You have like big arms and stuff.
I definitely am a little out of shape.
Oh, so what is that? That's I see muscle, man.
That's natural. That's all Jeffrey.
I like natural. Just natural. Yeah. So you always you're always running with this like internal low level aggression.
Oh yeah.
It's always there.
Oh yeah. Like not always, not 100% of the time, but often. Yeah. Often. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I like how you're smiling at me. You're like, bring it out.
You want to go?
Say something.
No, but I mean, I think that's like, for me, that's where a lot of it, like, I get to get that out on stage. Like a lot, for me, I deal with a lot of that like repressed anger and just like push down aggression that I don't feel like is appropriate to get out in other avenues in my life. And I can put it on stage. And to me, it's funny. It's not always funny to audiences, but I kind of don't give a fuck. Does that make sense? Yeah, like if it's funny to me, I'll put it on stage. They'll laugh or they won't. I don't know. I mean, like I don't care if I'm not releasing a special anytime soon. I don't care if I burn material, but like I have a joke that I like to open with sometimes where I'm talking about my ex. I tell this story about her, and then like it ends with what I'm saying is fuck my ex-wife, which I feel like I'm allowed to say because at least 3 dudes did while I was married to her. Right? And boom, see?
That's good.
That first reaction is generally the audience where they just go, oh, and sometimes I get an oh, and sometimes there's 2 psychos in the back laughing.
Like me?
Yeah. It doesn't always get a laugh, but if it doesn't, I yell at the audience. I go, fuck you, fuck your awes, fuck your sympathy, shove it up your ass. Like that was my life. I lived with that for 2 years. You had to hear about it for 15 seconds. You shove that up your ass. Like, and then they laugh, like, because then they realize like they've had permission to laugh at it. But like for me, what's funny is being able to just like dig through it, because like when it was going on, it was super hard to process and it was super hard to be angry. But right, like I can tap into it now and be angry about it now, but still bring it around and make it funny. At least for me.
Yeah, with that vulnerability, right?
Yeah, because it's real. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I totally.
So if my ex is listening, hi.
Hi. She's not. And bye. And I found someone better than you and she's nicer. And we're not married.
That's true.
Yeah. You said it was a 2-year marriage?
I mean, like, kind of. Yeah, dude, it was the number's real weird because we got married. We were together for about a year. Within a month of our first anniversary, I found out she was having an affair.
Fuck.
And then we tried to make that thing work. We ended up being together for a little less than another year before it was broken off completely. And then, but then on paper, I think we ended up being married for like 4 years. But, you know, we were separated for more than 2 before the divorce was finalized. Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
glad you're out of that.
Me too.
Yeah.
That was a shit show.
Fuck, man. Does it still how long ago was that?
2, 3, about, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago.
4 or 5 years ago. So does it still affect you in certain areas of your life right now?
Occasionally. Yeah. I mean, it's not like a thing that I'm preoccupied with, but you know, like sometimes it creeps in. Like especially being like, I don't know, like it's one of those things, like when I got into the relationship I'm in now, I wasn't necessarily expecting a long-term relationship to come out of it, but it did. And you know, I'm happy about it, but, you don't know what is like, I was fine where I was at. Like I was good being like single and dating people and doing comedy and kind of like rolling around in life and just kind of doing the things I wanted to do, checking the items off the bucket list and stuff. Like when all that was going down, I mean, I did all kinds of weird shit. Like I went skydiving, I went camping I went backpacking out by myself. Like did that a couple of times. Like I ran a marathon. Like
Damn, you ran a marathon?
Yeah.
I never ran a marathon.
Yeah, I did.
You're a psychopath.
A little bit. I think that's why I like to point it out to you, because I'm like, I can see how me and Mike are similar people. Yeah. But just a bunch of shit like that, dude. I went on like a long vacation back east, and I was gone for like a week and a half, just like I don't know, drove up and down the coast, like visited some friends, saw my sister, went to some places alone, like just kind of like relearning what to do, like how to do the things that I might have denied myself when I was in a relationship. So then when I got into the relationship I'm in now, I didn't like necessarily see it coming. Like you end up getting surprised, because I had figured out the ways to be cool with me on my own in life, but I didn't know what it was going to be like to be in a relationship again.
With that newfound sense of self, right?
That, and just like I just didn't know, like you don't know when the traumas are going to creep up, you know, like I'm sure it's the same, like I'm sure you have similar experiences, like you're probably good most of the time, right? You said your dad died 9 years ago, right? So you're probably good most of the time, but then like sometimes you'll just see something or go somewhere or just have a feeling, hear a song.
Finding Nemo.
Yeah, bam.
Literally,
right?
Finding Nemo makes me cry every time.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
That's what I mean. It's super random.
Yeah.
But like sometimes I'll be driving around or whatever, and I'll see like a place that I went with her or something, and then it'll bring up feelings like they might be good sometimes, they might be bad sometimes, you know, like, but you just don't know. You don't know when those things are going to crop up, you know? So when I got into into this new relationship, like it kind of forced some of that stuff up, and you're like unprepared for the things you don't know you need to prepare for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was a little tricky for a little while, but yeah, dude, it's better now.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. That because we always kind of carry. We always have some baggage, you know. Like we can drop off most of it, but there's always a little backpack on our, you know, little kid backpack, you know, with the little fucking like rulers and pencils and shit. And
Yeah. Like eraser toppers.
Eraser toppers.
Fuck yeah.
Eraser toppers not on the pencil.
Oh yeah, just hanging out in the bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Especially when they're like the soft ones. So like even if you put it on the pencil and you try to do the erase,
You can't erase shit.
Ah,
You can't do shit.
hated those ones.
Yeah, it's like just fucking like you putting your soft ass dick on a table and going back like say side to side,
Rubbing it.
Yeah, it's just pointless. It doesn't do anything, you know.
Feels good though.
It does feel good. Probably feels good. You know, I'm gonna buy another teddy bear.
Fuck that cow.
Yeah,
I want a
fuck
bear.
that cow, man. I might be able to fuck that cow now.
I bet you could. It's your little Asian dick.
All right, you little Asian ass dick. You little little chopstick. Little chopstick. Yeah, man, that's what I'm doing right now, right? What you did, being alone and doing things that you weren't doing before, that you didn't have the opportunity to because you were so caught up in just trying to make that fucking thing work when it's just fucked up, right? Yeah, it's like you're on a burning ship and you're trying to douse the flames with 2 pails of water. Yeah. It's gonna fucking burn as shit, you know?
But I mean, like on that same analogy, like a lot of times what you don't recognize is that like that ship's burning down, but you're 100 feet from shore. Like all you got to do is jump off.
That's wow. That's,
you know what I mean? Like
that's really good.
Because a lot of times you're more than capable of changing the things that are wrong. You're just not. You're looking at the wrong details a lot of the time. You know?
Yeah. I felt like I couldn't leave.
Yeah,
but that's on me though.
For sure. Yeah. No. Yeah, absolutely. Like a lot of it, that's what I'm saying though, is that like a lot of the times, like those tools are at your disposal and you're the one stopping yourself. It's not like the other person is coercing you into acting a certain way. Nah, she didn't. It's just you.
Yeah. It was fear. It was desperation.
Fuck yeah.
Like I really felt like, fuck, I don't know if I'm going to be able to find another hot ass like girl like that but now I'm like, I don't even care if they're like hot like that because there's so many other things that matter for longevity of a relationship. Hotness dies out because I didn't even want to have sex at the end of it because I was so emotionally disconnected. It didn't feel good. Yeah. And then that made her feel like worthless. And I understand that. Like when you don't have sex with a woman, they feel like they're unattractive. And even when you explain to them, look, I don't feel right. Like this doesn't feel right. I'm trying to fix this on a deeper level for me to be able to have sex. And after before I do like obligatory, fucks, and after that I just couldn't even do it anymore.
Welcome to Mike and Jeff Explain Women.
Yeah. Don't do what we do. Leave right away. So I mean I understand. And the more that I kind of detox myself of the past relationship and those emotions and that resentment, which is only there because you try to come to terms with it yourself because you want to blame people, right? Like, because I had just as much of a part in it as she did. And then you realize like you got to learn from it and take it to the next one. And just like you did, right? You learned so much from those moments of being alone and like reflection. And then you try to minimize those moments where the trauma comes out and try to, because you're like, you don't deserve this shit that's this fucking demon bats that are coming out, right?
But on the other side of that is like the same thing. Like there's like that cliche of like the women with her best friends, like he doesn't deserve you, right? But sometimes as dudes, like we need to have that same perspective of like if you're not great in a relationship or like that person's not great to you, it's okay as a man to be like, she doesn't deserve me. Like it's all right to do that as long as it doesn't go down that weird psychopath of like, you know what I mean? Like there's like a whole other side of that where dudes are like, fuck bitches, like which is like a weird side note, but that's what I tell like my girl now and her friends. Like they'll ask for like dude advice from me because I'm now like the longest tenured boyfriend for most of those girls. So they'll come and they'll say like, okay, this is the situation with this boy. What do you think? And I was like, my advice is always fuck bitches, get money.
Fuck bitches, good. Because you got to get your own.
But it's just like it's so outrageous and silly. But it is clear like there's some truth to it. Yes. Like if somebody's fucking up your head, if somebody is like not treating you right, if they're do you, and you should be able to do you in or out of that relationship. If you can't, then you're in the wrong fucking spot.
Stop laughing at my fucking digital retro watch, Jeff. I love this watch.
It sounds like sounds like those, what were those fucking walkie-talkie cell phones back in the day?
Oh shit. Oh yeah. That's true. Where you at?
Yeah. Oh shit, that's where that came from.
Yeah. Where you at? It's all the white people saying like, let's take that hip hop and make this shit look cool. And you know what? Let's get chingy on this shit. You wanna come roll with me? But you brought it up. The thing about that, real quick, back to the relationship thing is about, I couldn't be me anymore. Yeah. I lost my natural swagger because she was slowly controlling me, and I allowed it to happen over time because she'd throw a fit if like I do something, just that I would normally do, and she'd be like, "Why would you do that? Oh my god, like you're just making like you can't do that in a relationship." And then I just started dying, and that's the resentment that I had towards her. Yeah. Because I didn't leave, and I wasn't doing me and the typical shit that I do, like going out and all that stuff. But you know what though, like again, like I said, I'm just grateful for it because I'm never letting any woman disrespect me like that. Because she did some disrespectful stuff. Like she like when we were first dating, and before it became official, long story short, we were hanging out with like me, her, this gay guy, and then the gay guy's cousin who's straight. And then after we go to the club,
Is that a necessary detail?
Yeah, it is. Because we went to a gay club. Because yeah. And then that's the reason why. Yeah. And then we go to the back. We dropped the guy off, and then we all drank a bit. So, but here's the thing: when we were driving, she was in the front seat, I was in the back with the straight guy, the cousin, and it got really quiet, and it was like I heard like chuckling, and I'm like, did these fuckers know each other? Because there was like this weird energy between them because they weren't really interacting. I'm like, what's going on? And the guy was on his phone next to me. I look over, I see a yellow emoji with a middle finger. I look up at the passenger window, reflecting the camera or her cell phone, same middle finger. And I was like, oh, these motherfuckers know each other. So when we get to his house to drop him off, she's like, I have to pee. I'm like, I have to pee too. So then we go to the back way, and then he's halfway through the door. He opens it, and she's behind him, and then I'm behind her. He's like, hey, bro, you should just go pee outside. I was like, why can't I pee inside? He's like, oh, because people are, they're sleeping. And I'm like, well, why can she go and I can't? And he's like, well, we have a dog, and a dog barks if there's more than 2 people that go in. And I was like, dogs don't count. They either bark if you walk in, or they don't bark if you walk in. Yeah. It doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
And then she chimed in and said, yeah, Mike, just go pee. And I'm looking at her, I'm like, whose side are you on? Like, no grown adult makes other grown adults pee in the back. And after 5 minutes of like talking about this, I was like, fuck, fine. I pee in the back on a tree, go to the car, and they're gone. She's gone for 15 minutes. Right? She's gone for 15 minutes.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm talking to the cousin. I'm like, dude, do they know each other? Have they fucked before? Like, what's going on? Are they fucking? He's like, I don't know. And then she gets back in the car. He drops us off at her house, and she's like, and I call her out. I'm like, did you fuck him? You were gone for 15 minutes. She's like, no, we were just talking. We're catching up. And I was so desperate at the time. I was so like, I didn't know who I was. I didn't have this dream. I didn't do stand-up. So I really did not have any self-respect for myself. So even though my gut told me they fucked, and here's the thing too, she admitted, she was like, we hooked up before, okay? But like, that was a long time ago. But we were just catching up. And I'm like, yeah, sure. 15 minutes of catching up. It was like 15 to 20 minutes. Bullshit. And I still dated this bitch.
Oh, yeah.
For 2 years after that.
Oh, yeah.
And that resentment towards myself and towards her was always kind of there. And I brought it up for 3 months. She's like, no, we never did. It's like, at least just tell me you did, because she'd be like, well, we weren't even official. We're not even official. So the way she responded like that means she did do it, but she didn't admit it. But it's like, so you're right. We weren't official. But we were like seeing just each other. But I also wasn't 100% committed because of fear. But I didn't fuck other girls or do anything. But if you told me the truth, it would have been that much better, right? Well, no, it's still fucked up. At the end of it. It's still fucked up, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and that's the person I got into a relationship for 2 years with.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Good choices, buddy.
Thank you, man. The pussy.
It's got powers.
Pussy does have powers. The pussy powers. So, yeah, and there's a lot of people right now who think I'm the asshole because like they see clips of like that one clip where I talk about the couples therapy. She's like, I did whatever I could to make it. I'm like, you guys haven't seen the shit that she's done where she almost killed us in front of here too, driving crazy. She was like, there's a whole nother thing. The Latina shit came out, but you saw the clip. Yeah, I saw that one. But yeah. So actually no, yeah. It's her fault.
Fuck bitches.
Yeah,
get
fuck
money.
bitches. Get money. Be happy. Be happy at the end of the day.
Yeah, dude. You gotta watch your step, man.
I know.
These hoes ain't loyal.
I know, right? And then you try to, and then the guys convince themselves that they are loyal when you already know that they're not loyal. And then they're like, what does she do? Like, I'm a great boyfriend. It's like, look, it doesn't matter how great of a boyfriend you are if the hoe is just a hoe.
That's right. That's right. But that's why that's why you got to do what you got to do to be good with yourself in or out of that fucking relationship. Because if you're not, it's all fucking pointless, man. Because if you're not good with yourself outside of it, she's got nothing to make you complete.
That's fucking fact. Neither you nor her can make either one of you. Neither nor not. I was like, fuck, because I'm trying to be grammatically correct and shit.
Well done.
Yeah, thank you. But yeah, neither one of you can make each other happy, and we were just, it's a thing. But yeah, man. I mean, I'm very excited for the future. Because now I really know myself, and I have fucking standards now. Like, I'm never letting any fucking bitch do that shit. Hell no.
Yeah.
Like that was stupid of me. I was like, come on, man. And I know you were thinking the same thing. Your face is like, Mike, why did you continue to date her?
Yeah, no, that's too shady.
Yeah, that is.
No, but then even when I think, see, now that you said that, like, I think back on like there was a situation with my ex where I remember early on, maybe not too early on. Anyway, whatever, it doesn't matter the time frame too much. But I was over with her at her apartment, and we'd been dating for a little while. I might even have been living with her at that point. But like, I knew that there was a dude that we both knew that she had like been fuck buddies with in the past. And then I see this group text with her and like her best friend and him, and he's like sending this like shirtless gym selfie to their group text.
What?
And I was like, what the fuck is this? And I like kind of lost my shit. Yeah. But she was like, oh, ha ha ha, like, like, just played it down, like, no big deal. And I was like, no, that's fucking super disrespectful. Like, what's going on there? And it's like, looking back on that, I was like I ended up dropping it, because she kind of like talked me out of it. But I should have just like kind of stuck to my guns.
Right? Because we know what it is.
Fuck yeah.
But we allowed the gaslighting.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, like, you're being crazy. Yeah. No, I'm fucking not being crazy. I just saw what I saw.
I'm with you. I love you. I'm not with him. That was the past. They always say that shit. Oh, yeah. I'm with you. Yeah. And I was like, fuck, fine, I guess. But then, they do more shit. And then you learn to, that's part of the control, the manipulation process. You doubt yourself more and more, and you allow whatever they say to override what you really think. And then you lose connection with your gut. And then you essentially become a bitch.
Dude. But the thing that's been most challenging for me is like learning not to allow the fucked up things that have happened in past relationships to normalize that kind of like drama now. Like, it's not like, that shit's not normal.
It's not normal.
It's not normal, and it's not cool. And I have to like be on the lookout to not allow myself to slip back into those old ways of thinking,
I love that you said that. And there's actually a book I want to show you after this that has been really changing my life.
We're getting on self-help now? Let's do it.
No, but this is like real, like practical shit, not stupid pickup stuff, not manipulation. Like, this ties in exactly with us, which is what made me strong enough to not fuck that girl or fuck these other girls that I'd repeat the process with. Because you're right, like, it's having strong boundaries. Because you and I'm needy. I was gonna say both of us are.
No, we are.
Yeah, we are needy.
We do stand up.
I know, right? Well, but why else would we let those women do that? Because we're needy. Because we want that love and that attention and that.
We do stand up.
That says everything. Right? They didn't laugh.
Look at me.
I know. Look at me. Look at me. Jesus Christ, right? So I finally admitted, like, I'm a needy motherfucker. Yeah. That's why. And I've been working on the boundaries, like, right away. Soon as, like I told you, as soon as I see one sign of red flag, don't think with my dick. Think with, like, logically. No, you do not work at all. You don't even respect that shit, right? So, what was that thing you said again? You said you're... our nervous system. Our nervous systems have gotten used to that type of activity. So in a normal situation where somebody else would have like an adrenaline rush from like anger of like, dude, you don't fucking do that. I see what you're doing. Us, it's this weird comfort because we're used to it. Yeah. And then we even get kind of turned on.
Yeah, it
we're
happens
fucking
sometimes.
sick in the head, right?
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
Yeah, it is.
Jesus Christ. Man.
Should we make out now?
I know. I was looking at you. I was like, dude, you got nice eyes without the glasses. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because when you wear glasses, you look like a janitor.
I was waiting. I was waiting for Mark Maron. I always like Like there's always, if I'm on a show,
Yeah.
some host will always say something. Especially if I'm wearing like a plaid shirt,
Yeah.
I will always get young Mark Maron. Like
Young Mark
I've been brought up to stage by people I don't know as give it up for young Mark Maron so many times.
At least they say young Mark
I
Maron
know.
instead of same age Mark
Well,
Maron.
I'm not 60. So.
Or older Mark Maron. It's like, dog, you need to put some lotion on your face because you're looking kind of fucked up. Yeah. But without glasses, dude, you're super like handsome like fly looking dude, man.
We are gonna make out now.
Yeah, we are gonna make out.
Oh yeah.
It's been 3 weeks. Yeah. But I mean, like, that's why I don't like wearing glasses, because when I wear glasses, I feel like I think I look kind of like a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I look like a bitch. So when I take off my glasses, I get this confidence, because like Guy Ritchie, he talks about when he wears the suit, that's like his armor for the world. He's going out there. That's his battle armor. Mine is taking my glasses off and then putting on my contacts. My contacts is my battle armor, and I'm like, fuck yeah, that means like I'm ready to do stand up. I'm ready to just be out there and fucking live life. Because some reason when I keep the glasses on, I feel like weakened, like it's like low level kryptonite. It's a very weird thing.
Funny you said kryptonite. You're like Superman. You got to take the glasses off to be Superman.
Yeah, man.
Just Clark Kent with the glasses on.
I feel like Clark Kent, except the difference is Clark Kent is actually still fucking strong as fuck at the end of the day. But me, I feel like I can't.
That shit's always been so funny. It's like Clark Kent is just like this jacked fucking like subdued little but he's fucking jacked. He's like massive. He's like bulging out of that fucking suit, and nobody notices. Nobody's like, holy fuck, Clark Kent, you're ripped.
Not
like,
one person.
How?
He's twice the size of everybody in the office.
And that shit was the 40s.
That's true. No, there was no customized suits like that.
They
were all
jacked.
baggy, but his shit's like fitted to the max. Like his golden ratio of the shoulder to the waist is like 5-1.
Yeah.
That's not normal.
Yeah.
Nobody thought like, he has a build like Superman.
Yeah. Maybe he could fly. Nobody thought to just like take his glasses off.
It doesn't make sense. But then again, you look so different with your glasses and without it, so even I can kind of understand it. I'd be like, I can tell it's you, but you look different when you wear glasses.
I also think it's a little funny too.
I'll be honest.
I kind of like wearing glasses on stage sometimes because I think it's funny, especially if I get into like my more like aggressive stuff. I'm wearing glasses and they're slipping down my face and I have to push them up, and then
because you look more angry.
Yeah,
because when you wear your glasses compared to now,
like the nerd rage aspect of it is funny to me, so I like it.
Because I was gonna say, without your glasses, you look more hopeful for the future. With your glasses, now thinking back on it, I'm like, he looks kind of sad with his glasses, right? Like I think it could be the style of glasses too. Like my glasses make me look like a
dictator.
Like a dictator. A dictator of a cyber lab, computer lab.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like, hey, it's been an hour, get the fuck off. Like that type of shit. So, dude, I'm glad we got to do this and really get to know each other better. Yeah. I think it's fucking great, man.
Yeah, we're on that ship of friends.
Yeah. And we also know that we're both needy motherfuckers.
Yes, we are.
We got to work on it so we can be like accountability buddies. Oh, I'll definitely make sure to show you that book. Sure. I'm telling you, if you get that book and it doesn't help you at all, I'll literally like Venmo you money. Like I'm dead serious. This book,
we're gonna be all right, Mike.
Fucking fantastic. And I've read a lot of books, and that's the book. That's the goddamn book.
Nice. I'll take a look at it.
Yeah. Do you? Anyways, so do you? I think we're at the end of it. Do you want to share your social media, or do you want to keep it private? It doesn't.
No, it's fine. My Instagram is Jeff_Turman. That's where I'd put most everything. Me and Paul Antonio Verdugo have a monthly show in Covina, a place called the Lincoln House, and it's coming up on Thursday this month. I think it's the 4th Thursday of the month, but this month's weird. Anyway, whatever. Dates just changed a little bit. Follow me or the Paul Antonio, and you can find updates for that show. That's about it.
Guys, we got deep. We got vulnerable. We talked about relationships. We talked about my ex for the 5th time again.
Talked about Michael McDonald.
We talked about Michael McDonald, Kenny Rogers. You got to find that girl. Find that girl to where you can sing Kenny Rogers. She believes in me. I'll never know just what she sees in me. I never.
I was waiting. I don't know that song though.
Was my girl. All right, guys. This has been a Set Breaker podcast. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next episode. Yeah. I have to do yeah now because
Bye.
anymore. So what if I do the opposite?
Yeah, I like it.
I'm gonna try that now. Okay. All right.